Les championnats U-Sport vous êtes présentés par the Government of Canada, le gouvernement du Canada. Barron, exclusive supplier of U-Sports Championship rings, le fournisseur exclusif des bagues des championnats U-Sport. Nike Team, just do it, faites-le. Veriburn, medical supply partner of varsity athletics since 1979. Partenaire de sport universitaire depuis 1979. Fox 40, celebrating a decade of the Fox 40 U-Sports Coach of the Year program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année U-Sport depuis 10 ans. Mikasa, l'étoile montante du volleyball. Le V200W, ballon officiel de U-Sport. Mikasa, makers of volleyball's hottest star, the V200W, official volleyball of U-Sports.
Good evening and welcome back to the final day of the 2022 U-Sports Women's Volleyball Championship from beautiful Calgary, Alberta. It's the last chance for glory as we play out the medal rounds today. Kicking things off, the Toronto Varsity Blues won the revenge match against their provincial rival Brock Badgers. U-Sports Player of the Year, Corey White, closed out her Alberta Pandas career with a bronze medal win over the McGill Martlets. And now the last dance, the storied powerhouse Trinity Western Spartans taking on the upstart Mount Royal Cougars, playing for gold in their first ever national championship. But the Cougars are missing a key piece in this final day. They're hoping the crowd can fill the void. I'm Cami Kepke on the sidelines. Up in the broadcast booth, we have Jeremy Lee, Kate Finley, and Brent Ingram ready to take you inside every single play. Jeremy, take it away.
Thank you, Cami. Welcome you inside the broadcast booth. And Cami talked about it earlier as it's the 1 versus the 7 seed. Trinity Western and Mount Royal doing battle for the national title. We are excited to go here. Trinity Western for the 3rd consecutive championship year. They are this #1 seed, the top dog to beat here in this tournament. And they're looking for redemption because 2019, they were upended by an 8-seeded UBC Thunderbird squad. 2020, COVID was the winner of that year. And 2022, we are finally here. Brent, what have you seen from this Trinity Western squad?
Well, you know they want another crack at it, and they're going to get their shot here tonight. We've seen the #1 seeds look pretty unflappable throughout this entire tournament, barring a first set win by the Dinos of all teams,
That's
the 8-seed
right.
Dinos winning the first set in the quarterfinal. But ever since then, the Spartans have not dropped a set. They've looked unstoppable, particularly from the middle. Avery Heppel showing the absolute threat she is in almost any scenario.
And quickly for Mount Royal, the #7 seed, Kate, they have come in as one of the hottest teams, probably the hottest team in this national tournament. They haven't dropped a single set yet. What has been impressed, or what have you been impressed with the most from this Cougars squad?
I mean, we always knew that 7 seed had a little bit of an asterisk to it. They were ranked in the top 5 all year nationally. But this year, Quinn Pellin just running an absolutely fiery offense. She has so much speed. She puts her hitters in such great positions to get clean looks across the net. One of the top setters in the country, a first-team Canada West All-Star. Look to her to make a big statement right away and to get all of her hitters involved as quickly as possible. And we've seen hitters that maybe we aren't as used to seeing make huge impacts. Players like Haley Rowe, who, yes, she has been a great player for a long time for Mount Royal, but last night just lit up the court. The only thing missing right now, as Cami mentioned, Mount Royal losing their outside hitter, Oshevsky, to an unfortunate ankle injury yesterday. So we will see who gets to come in and take that place. And for all we know, it might be the Mount Royal crowd, home crowd, that helps fill that void.
All right, it's time for the Momentum Volleyball Report. Get your Canadian volleyball information at home and abroad by visiting momentumvolleyball.ca.
Welcome and thank you for joining us for the U-Sports gold medal matchup between the #1 ranked Trinity Western Spartans and the #7 ranked Mount Royal Cougars. Yesterday in the first semifinal, Mount Royal was up against Alberta in a rematch of the Canada West semifinal. But this time it was the Cougars who walked away on top in a straight 3-set match. The Cougars have so far faced the #2 ranked and #3 ranked teams in this tournament and are yet to drop a set. In the semi, they were led by outside hitter Haley Rowe, who had 13 kills and 16 digs. It was the defense like that that has led the Cougars so far this tournament and made them so difficult to beat. In the second semifinal, the Trinity Western Spartans cruised from start to finish, defeating the McGill Martlets in 3 straight sets. The well-balanced offense from the Spartans makes it especially difficult to key on any one player. So the key to this final will be perseverance. Will the firepower of a well-balanced Trinity offense find a way to poke holes in a Mount Royal defense that has been unstoppable so far? Remember to visit momentumvolleyball.ca for all your Canadian volleyball news.
When we come back, we'll have the national anthem and the starting lineups for you. From the Jack Simpson Gymnasium in Calgary, Alberta, you are watching the 2022 U Sports National Championship for Women's Volleyball presented by Mikasa here on CBC Sports.
We would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territories of the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nations, Tsuut'ina First Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nations. City of Calgary is also home to Métis Nation of Alberta, Region Number 3. Please rise, remove your hats, and join Megan Gogan in the playing of our national anthem.
Patriot love in all of us command. Cartography porti libe, il si porti la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
Thank you, Megan. Tonight's game officials: Samar Savor, Andrew Cameron, Katrina Godet, Logan Parsons, Florin Kachian, and Adam Jonk. Now let's introduce the starting lineups. First, the Mount Royal University Cougars. She's a setter, standing 5'11", a fifth year from Wadham, Alberta, number 8, Quinn Pelland. An outside hitter at 5'10", fourth year from Airdrie, number 12, Haley Rowe. A middle at 6'2", first year from Whitehorse, Yukon, number 13, Emma Boyd. An outside hitter standing 5'11", a first year from Edmonton, number 15, Nicole Bourget. An outside hitter standing 5'11", a fourth year from Brooks, number 17, Madison Marshall. And a middle standing 6'3", third year from Calgary, it's number 20, Natalia Clemenova. At libero, she's 5'6", a fourth year from Severodonetsk, Ukraine, number 5, Natalya Clemenova. Mount Royal Cougars coached by Shane Smith, assisted by Donata Huber and Jack Boyle. Now the starting lineup for the Trinity Western Spartans. A middle standing 5'11", a third year from Sherwood Park, number 3, Michaela Mcbain. A setter standing 5'9", a fourth year from Langley, BC, number 7, Olivia Heinen. And outside standing 5'10", a third year from Surrey, BC, number 8, Ansa O'Doom. An outside hitter at 6 feet tall, a third year from Calgary, number 9, Megan Mealy. A middle standing 6'4", fourth year from Langley, BC, number 12, Avery Heppel. Outside at 6'2", a third year from Victoria, BC, number 15, Savannah Purdy. And at libero, she's 5'8", a third year from Abbotsford, BC, number 10, Emma Gamache. Trinity Western Spartans, coached by Ryan Hofer in his 17th season, assisted by Brendan McTavish, Alicia Perrin, Duncan Harrison, and Joel Passut. Let's play volleyball.
So in the last 13 years where we've crowned a national champion, 11 of those natty champs have come from the Canada West. Now you can make it 12 in the last 14 years as both teams vying for gold today. Hailing from the Canada West Conference, the Spartans looking for their second title, their last one coming in 2015. And for the Cougars, this is their first ever appearance at nationals. So obviously this will be number 1 for them.
This is actually the first time that the Cougars have ever gone for a national medal in any sport at the U Sports level.
That is incredible
Go
stuff.
big or go home.
And here they find themselves on the national stage.
The only experience these teams have against each other is 2 preseason matches, both of which Trinity Western won in 4. It's impossible to read anything from preseason into it too much. 1 game left in the season, folks. Here we go.
And with the serve of Olivia Heinen, off we go in the national final. Haley Rowe is dug out by Heinen. Savannah Purdy, that one takes a deflection. Klemenova, back set. Bourget is denied. Haley Rowe, and Heppel keeps it alive. O'Doom from the right side. Talkboom can't put it away. Gamache setting up O'Doom from the right side. The stab from Plemonova. Marshall misses. Oh, what a start to this one.
Somebody say a national championship final.
Couple lineup notes as Nicole Bourget will draw the start in place of the aforementioned injured Jessica Oshevsky, and Avery Heppel in jersey number 12 today as they have a cleanup needed. Savannah Purdy takes care of the mess on the overpass. Heppel was wearing jersey 17 yesterday as they took care of McGill in the championship semifinal, but she's back in number 12 here tonight. Welcome those of you joining us from Langley, cheering on the Spartans.
3 quick points for the first seed, as that one unable to be played by the back row setter Quinn Pelland.
Spartans beating Calgary in the quarterfinals 3-1. 3-0 against McGill as Heinen puts that one out the back end. Haley Rowe, who was terrific in last night's victory, she is back to serve now for the MRU Cougars.
2 service aces for her in the semifinal last night.
That one long.
And our first commentator's curse of the national final. My apologies, folks. I'll try to keep them to a minimum.
Expect some first set jitters for both these teams. This is a hugely important match on both sides.
Purdy puts in a good serve. The slide from Thokboom, and she'll miss. So we've seen a few hitting errors here from the 7th-seeded Cougars.
Yeah, those are the first set jitters Kate was
exactly.
talking about. And I'm actually really excited to see the matchup between Heppel and Dolly, probably the 2 top middles in the country.
Heppel has 15 blocks through 2 games. That one missing as well, Bourget. And the Spartans quickly jump out to a 6-1 lead. Early timeout by Shane Smith. In his first season, he came in as an interim head coach and was finally named as the permanent full-time head coach of the Cougars in January. So congrats to him. Obviously, just a successful season coming in. You never know what you're going to do with that team, whether you're going to gel quickly, and they came together quickly. They look sharp even in that opening weekend of play. We saw them here at the Jack against the Dinos.
They definitely did. They also took a couple of matches off of the 3rd-ranked and recently crowned bronze medalist Alberta Pandas. They've got enough to hang in with whatever team you throw at them.
They took care of the Pandas in 3 sets last night and made it, I wouldn't say look easy, it was still a grind, but again, in a 3-set victory, all they've been doing is bringing out the brooms here this tournament, as they just stunned the Badgers in the quarterfinals as well.
Absolutely.
So right now, attack errors preventing them from building a lead. 3 already in the first set.
Purdy dropping in another terrific serve. And that is a closeout there from Avery Heppel, making sure that Bourget doesn't get it over.
Tough serving, making it hard for Mount Royal really to start anything on the offensive side.
Helen, the team captain, looking around. Might be something on the floor here. Apparently it was gummy candies or gummy bears on the floor yesterday.
Welch's fruit candy.
Okay.
Yeah, Welch's fruit candy.
That is confirmed. Okay. Went ahead an earring there on the floor. Making sure we have the hardwood clear. Dolly Thockboom. Heinen won't get there with the pancake.
That's more of what we expect from Thockboom, reaching up so high and able to direct the ball to the open spot on the floor.
Just out of the reach of Heinen, and it'll be Bourget to serve from the right side. Spartans with a 7-2 lead here in the first. Heinen, backdoor for Heppel, straight down.
Switching up the rotation there, Heppel hitting out of the right side, Ansa Odum lining up in the middle. Hoping to throw off the Mount Royal blockers, and she gets a clean look down the line.
We've seen Odum showing middle a little bit in yesterday's game as well. Hofer trying to keep the Cougars on their toes as it's trouble on the Cougars side. This set has been all Spartans, 9-2.
Yeah, Spartans doing everything they can right now to quiet this Mount Royal crowd.
But this is similar to the Spartans team we saw yesterday as well, Kate.
Absolutely.
We were talking about just how quiet their movements are. They stay together as a unit, and you're not seeing them panic at all. Plemonova setting it out of system. And Heppel will not come up with that cleanly. Maddie Marshall there with her first kill of the match.
Nice set from Plemonova. Absolutely crispy. Dishing it out to the left side. Maddie Marshall finishing it without a doubt.
And a huge emphatic cry from Marshall. She's trying to get her team fired up, knowing that they ride high.
Dolly Thockboom. Not a great pass from Purdy. They don't do much with that possession. Maddie Marshall trying to go strong. Heinen, now it's Gamache. Out wide for Mealy. Meals on wheels. Cross-court kill.
Terrific effort on the first part of that play by Odum to get around and put a hand on that ball. It was looking like an open line shot before she raced over for the perfect soft block.
We've been talking about the development of Megan Mealy and just how far she has come. And maybe the skill was always there, but again, stuck in the shadows.
Yeah,
yes, you're right.
The skill's always been there. The consistency has been developed, but it's the immense, the muscle, the power that's shown up in the last 2 years.
Yeah, big guns, Megan Mealy, but it's Maddie Marshall responding loudly for the Cougars.
Speaking of power, the outsides from Mount Royal can dish it out.
2 kills for number 17. Dora Comlodi into the game as well. Got to mention that. Service ace for Quinn Pelland, the team leader in aces during the regular season, and she comes up with a big point there for her Cougars.
And Quinn Pelland especially familiar with this Dinos gym, having played in the Central Conference all year, been in this Dinos gym for three weekends throughout the course of the season.
This is essentially her second home for her. She looks so comfortable here. Yeah. Neely going off the block.
Bit of a lucky bounce there, hitting it almost on top of the tape. So bouncing up off the tape and off the arm of Emma Boyd, trying to close that middle block.
Here is Megan Mealy back to serve, another product of William Aberhart High School here in Calgary. The denial coming from the Savage. Savannah Purdy seals the deal on the outside. Take another look. Marshall nowhere to go. Pelland looking for options in the middle. It's Emma Boyd.
Emma Boyd, the first-year middle from Whitehorse. One of the most excited players I've ever seen after winning that semifinal. She was absolutely pumped up and high on this environment. She's loving every minute of this.
Michaela Mcbain into the game for the Spartans. A deep serve from Marshall. Comlodi backdoor for Mcbain, or for Plouffe rather, excuse me. Marshall can't put it down. Comlodi out wide for Purdy. Marshall keeps it alive. Bourget, she'll have to try it again here, but Pelland elects to go backdoor. Block defense from the Spartans. Standing tall, but this time it's Haley Rowe.
And expect Haley Rowe to be a player that both Plemonova and Pelland trust to end rallies.
Haley Rowe and Maddie Marshall, two of the most exuberant celebrations on this team. They'll be building the energy from the crowd and the team.
Yeah, the drivers on this hype train. Purdy, oh, that's a gorgeous shot there from number 15.
Spartans just looking so smooth right now. We talked about this last night. Every now and then you'll be watching the Spartans and you can't understand. They're not doing anything flashy. How are they beating us? And it's because they're so smooth.
That's a service ace for the Spartans. We've seen a few of those here tonight. Michaela Bencher, the author of that latest point.
Looked like it must have been going out to Clemenova, but that dropped like a rock as soon as it went over her.
Bencherud once again, taken by Marshall. Pelland backdoor. Haley Rowe pinballs that through the defense.
I'm just so impressed that the Mount Royal Cougars have maintained this level of high energy and excitement for 3 straight days. That is so emotionally exhausting, and they are just still riding high.
Well, they've got some help here in the stands as well.
They definitely, yes. The crowd is helping a whole lot.
Emma Boyd with the serve. Comlodi dropping off in the middle. The dig from Pelland.
Yes,
off the block goes Bourget.
I was really hoping she would swing at that one, Jeremy.
A great confidence shot for Bourget, who's been blocked a handful of times to start the set.
There's a good response there off the hand of Plouffe and out. Oh, Avery Heppel, so smooth in the middle.
Yeah, nothing you're going to really do about that. Heppel is going to get those, and I think as Mount Royal Cougars, they're going to have to just learn how to shake off those kinds of points, because both teams here can swing like the best of them.
Liv Heinen down the middle, she goes to Marshall. Helen in the middle for Thuckboom. What a response there by the Cougars.
A great pass by Marshall on a tough serve from Heinen. Marshall's been dimes, and that's exactly what they need to get Dolly more involved.
Let's see if Rowe can go on a bit of a run here and bring the Cougars closer before the technical timeout.
Had an error last time out. She's good this time. Heinen going out wide for O'Doom. Catches hands. Klemenova digs it out. Bourget can't get through. Out wide for Pellin with the tip. Nothing there. Heinen going up top for O'Doom. That stays in play for the Spartans. Heppel bounces one through the defense, and the Spartans have a 6-point lead. They have the advantage 16-10 as we head to the technical timeout. The draw for the 2022 Cavendish Farms University Cup was released today. Don't forget that everyone can catch the games live on CBC Sports and CBC Gem on the mobile app, and the gold medal game will be on TVA Sports. And we'll be standing by now shortly with Cami Kepke, who's got Ben Matchett.
That's right, Jeremy. We're here with Ben Matchett, University of Calgary, Director of Athletics. And we hope to be in this situation 2 years ago. Some things happened, but how does it feel to be here in the Jack to see and hear championship volleyball being played?
Absolutely. You know, this was really 4 years in the making from when we originally put in the bid, and just to have this atmosphere, have sport back, have university sport back, and you know, as the host, we'd like to have these guys in red, but this is the second best thing. It's just a great atmosphere in here tonight, a great showcase for U Sports. 8
teams, dozens of athletes, staff, volunteers. Can you kind of take us behind the scenes to tell us about the manpower that goes into putting on an event like this?
It's a huge team effort from, you know, there's probably 75 staff here or so right here, from your broadcast crew to the ticketing, the concessions, everybody else. That just a huge team effort to pull off an event like this, and we couldn't do it without them. But the opportunity that we have to put this show on for the athletes is really what it's all about for us.
You mentioned that we wish one of these teams would have been wearing red today, but the Dinos, the underdog Dinos, did manage to steal a set against Trinity Western. Did that moment make it all worth it for you?
You know what, honestly, all day Friday I was just a little emotional because it was 2 years in the making from when this was canceled in 2020, and to have our athletes out there and our supporters in the stands, it was awesome and a great experience for a young team that's going to be one to watch out for in the future.
Ben, thank you so much. We'll throw it back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Cami and Ben, for that interview. The Spartans have a 6-point lead as both teams trading points. Cassie Hordahl checking into the game. Bourget coming out.
Bit of a serve-receive boost for the Cougars here, as Bourget's been definitely holding her own on the offense.
Maddie Marshall comes up with a clutch kill. She's now got 3. There's Max Haronga on the MRU men's volleyball team. Maddie Marshall directing traffic, and also letting Emma Boyd know that there is a substitution coming, as Faye Murray will check into the game for the first time. Faye Murray, of course, named to the Canada West all-rookie team. She's on the front line with Dolly Thokboom back to serve. Mealy with the serve receive. In the middle for Michaela Benterud. And the transfer from Briarcrest College comes through with a clutch kill.
Benterud flying into the middle there. It's a great force. That's a good way to vary your offense. Putting it up high enough for her to jump up and get that thing.
Ansa O'Doom. That one doesn't drop on the end line for her. That was close. I've really been impressed with the serving from all the teams here in this tournament. We haven't seen a lot of crazy misses. All the misses have come really tight.
Yeah, and it all comes with being an aggressive server. You know that misses are going to happen.
The slide from Bencherud, and she cashes in with that 1-2 step. Sierra's got to be proud.
2 in a row for Bencherud, both in the deep court. That's exactly what you want from a middle hitter. Swing down too far, there's a big risk of getting blocked, but the deep shot is very efficient.
Plemonova fields the serve. Bourget misfires, and the Spartans have jumped out to a 7-point lead. They're in control 20-13 here in the opening set of the National Championship Final. But before Mealy can get off another serve, the Cougars call their Second and final timeout. But the Cougars defense, talking to Shane Smith, one of their biggest strengths yesterday, especially against that Pandas team, was just the digging. Natalya Clemenova with 19 digs, and how about Quinn Pellin with a game-high 20 digs? So 39 digs between the two of them. Just to use a line that Kate Finley says, there was more pickups in that game than Kiwi 2 Highway northbound for Red Deer.
Absolutely
Canada West joke. Great Canada West joke.
I mean, I think across the country, everybody can find a road with a lot of trucks. 73 digs as a team-wide effort for the Mount Royal Cougars. Unreal.
Yeah, and it's part of the system that Shane Smith has established as well. And he says it allows them to keep plays alive, extend the rallies. They'll need a little bit more here. As Plemonova and Marshall get their signals crossed, it leads to a free possession for the Spartans. Going up top for Purdy, left-handed swipe to no avail. Marshall is denied. Oh, that block from Michaela Mcbain.
She's doing it all right now. So fast on her feet, able to shut the door in front of Maddie Marshall.
And this is a position that Mount Royal hasn't been in yet this tournament.
You're right, you're right.
We'll see how they respond. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, they showed you right there as Maddie Marshall swinging from the right side. She grabs a point right there. But again, we know how energy works. You've got to keep building, you got to keep building, otherwise it's going to come back down. So Marshall needs to keep it going here. That one tickles the tape just over. Bencherud once again, they let it go. Michaela has been money here in this first set.
Absolutely.
She's their go-to. We were expecting Heppel.
Yep.
Michaela Bencherud filling in there, saying, did you forget about me?
She's taken the spot that was vacated by Michaela Sitch. The situation, I'm sure she's watching. Bencherud down the middle for Marshall. Set for Murray, she can't convert. Haley Rowe from the right side. Dug out by O'Doom in the middle. Heppel with the left hand. That wreaks havoc on the Cougars defense. Still in play. Center dump. Liv Heinen.
And Trinity Western absolutely looking for a call on that second contact from Pellin. Not getting it, but not needing to make any kind of statement.
Take another look here. Heinen. Terrific disguise on the setter dump.
First one of the match from Heinen.
Yeah, she was 2 for 2 last night. And thank you very much. Another service ace going over to the Trinity Spartans.
And who else? Michaela Bencherud.
She's doing it
star
on,
of this first set.
Yeah, she's been impactful in all phases of the game. It's now set point for the powerhouse Trinity Spartans. A 10-point lead here in the first. Pellin, deep pass, and she'll get called. The Spartans with a commanding 25-14 victory here in the first set. We'll have second set action coming up after this here on CBC Sports.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
Cette manche vous est présentée par. This set is brought to you by Mikasa, le ballon officiel de U-Sport, the official game ball of U-Sports.
Back inside the Jack Simpson Gymnasium from Calgary, Alberta. Kate Finley, Brent Ingram, and Jeremy Lee on the call with you. Cami Kepke doing some great work on the sideline as well. We've got a great crowd on hand here at the Jack, taking in this gold medal final in the 2022 U Sports National Championship between the top-seeded Spartans and the 7th-seeded Cougars. Spartans taking the first by a score of 25. I lost it now. 25. 14. There you go.
14.
An 11-point deficit, and they started off with shooting themselves in the foot with a lot of attack errors. Mount Royal Cougars registering 9 attack errors over that first set. Trinity Western Spartans with none.
Wow.
Hitting 48% in that first set. That's a tough thing to come up against, but once that's in the books, Mount Royal Cougars got to shake that one off.
Kicking us off here in set number 2, Emma Boyd from Whitehorse. Down the middle she goes to Megan Mealy. Set 2 is underway. Oh, boom, headshot. Avery Heppel going up high. Boyd seems to be doing okay. We've seen a ton of those this tournament. And Heppel continuing to look strong. Liv Heinen. Spartans up 1. Plemonova with the serve receive. Boom, she finds some room through the defense.
And there's that huge arm reach of Dolly Thockboom.
Scary, scary play.
I wasn't even sure if that was going to her at first.
It might have been a left side set. And look at long distance, high set from Quinn Pellin. Terrific set, terrific kill.
Rode delivers. Pushing out wide for O'Doom. Nice save from Klemenova. Heinen dropping it off for Avery Heppel. Who else?
Heinen finding such a nice seam in that play.
There really wasn't much room. She finds a way.
It'll be Savannah Purdy back to serve for the Trinity Western Spartans. That's a service error charged to number 15.
Third of the match for the Spartans. Neither team has really taken a stranglehold in the serve pass battle quite yet.
I'm interested to see how the Cougars come out in this set. We talked about the jitters in the opening set. Can they settle in here? Liv Heinen, give and go with Megan Mealy, and she connects, clipping that in line.
Not really sure what happened there. There was basically no blocker out there to contest Mealy on the left side.
Doesn't seem like a player you want to leave wide open.
I was going to say, absolutely.
Have you seen her?
Give her the respect she deserves. Yeah, absolutely. Pellin center dom. Gotta love it.
Every time she does that, she holds her hands up high, asking the crowd if they want more.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, she is one of the most offensive setters in Canada West, let alone U Sports.
Dollarama deals to the right side. Back set for O'Doom. Borchette needing help. Great communication there. Maddie Marshall with some terrific awareness. Bencherud not on the same page with Heinen.
The Cougars take the first lead of the game, up 4-3. Defensive point on that last rally.
Rare miscommunication from this Spartans team. Thockboom once again. She's got 3 kills here in this match. Mealy accepts on the other side. Dropping it off for Ansa O'Doom, but she'll find the net.
Sometimes as a setter, it's so hard to readjust how high that ball is coming out of your hands when the pass comes from that height.
Such a tough serve from Thockboom. She's hitting it from so high, it doesn't even have to travel up at all. It's going straight over and then dropping.
Almost feels like a long distance attack. That tickles the tape. Spartans adjust. O'Doom trying to help it over. Block is there in time. Nice cover. Heinen calms things down. O'Doom, that one is in. Block defense. Mount Royal.
And that's the first year Emma Boyd. The hard right hand pressed into the block.
Take another look at that outstanding defensive effort from Emma Boyd. Spartans doing everything they can to try to get out of this rotation. And just on cue, they'll move on and the double sub will come back in. Dora Comlodi, Kaylee Plouffe will check in.
We talked to Ryan Hofer before the game. He said this double sub is a way of maintaining constant offensive pressure. For 9 straight rotations, you're dealing with 3 attackers. That's not something the teams have to deal with a lot, and it can be very mentally draining.
Absolutely.
Just another luxury for Ryan Hofer and what he has at his disposal. Comlodi with a tough serve to Plemonova. Out of system are the Cougars. And now it's the Spartans' turn to load up the offense. It's Megan Mealy. Nice cover from Rowe. Misfire in the back row from Bourget.
Bourget in such a tough position coming in for the injured Oshevsky.
Yep. Comlodi to serve. From the right side, down 1. Make it 2 as that floats out the back end. Quinn Pelland. QP deals down the middle to Purdy. In the middle for Bencherud. Nice dig from Bourget. Maddie Marshall blisters one through the defense.
She's got a wicked swing coming out the Canada West first team all-conference left side hitter. Every hit she makes sounds like a statement.
A transfer from the University of Montana. Maddie Marshall coming home to Alberta. Comlodi, that's tight at the net. Purdy will not get there in time, and the Cougars pick up their 9th point. And don't look now, but they're feeling it.
The crowd is feeling it too.
Double sub coming out, Liv Heinen, Ansa O'Doom. Quarter pounder looking to cook up another good serve. Heinen dishing out wide. Mealy can't put it away. Marshall with the roll, nice cover from Gamache. Mealy this time another aggressive swing. Spartans will reload the offense. Bencherud with the tip. Nice save from Klemenova. Pressed over, corner pocket. Marshall calling it.
One of the heaviest arms in the business, showing us she's got some range.
And the timeout called by the Spartans as they want to talk things over. Down by 5.
And apologies to the viewers at home if I sound like I'm yelling at you.
Yeah,
the atmosphere is incredible in here.
We can barely hear each other sometimes.
Shane Smith, Donata Hubert actually will be talking things over on the Cougars bench, a 3-time U Sports honoree as part of the Bisons. She played her collegiate career there. And if you're the Spartans, is there anything else you can do? Or are you playing some decent volleyball? It's just MRU is matching you right now.
Yeah, I think try to work around the block a bit more. MRU's blocking is slowing a lot of the attacks coming at them from the Spartans.
QP. Out of the break, Megan Mealy. She'll misfire. Cougars saying no touch. Let's take another look at that last one from the net cam. Yeah, it's a clean miss from Megan Mealy.
Yeah, Haley Rowe not giving a lot of line there.
That one somehow stays alive for the Spartans. Mealy plays it over. On their heels, the Spartans. Down the line, Haley Rowe goes.
Back-to-back TOs for Ryan Hofer.
The Cougars up 12-5. I had a chance to chat with Quinn Pellin's mom pregame, and I just asked her for some great stories about Quinn, and one of the funniest ones she could think of was, you know, she was just learning how to drive as a 14-year-old, and she would say that, oh, Quinn would just be so cautious, which is very ironic because she is just 100% everything that she does. And she would just take these corners just really cautiously, and the slowest one, she's like, come on, Quinn, can you pick it up? And then she just overcorrected and started screaming around these corners all of a sudden. Her mom is white knuckling it, and she is just scared to death, and she's just like, no, Quinn. And then Quinn was just like, I'm sorry, don't yell at me.
What do you want?
Hey, what more do you want? So maybe not the best driver at 14, but she is just driving this offense right now. Megan Mealy, that gets around on the Cougars side. Spartans will reload the offense. Liv Heinen, the slide from Bencherud. Oh, the defense suffocating from Emma Boyd.
And all these plays are building so much energy. They're big blocks and big swings.
Yeah, right now Trinity Western just struggling to get out of this rotation.
QP once again deals to Purdy on the other side. Bencherud, she'll terminate. Finally a side out for the Spartans.
Yeah, and they're thinking that could not have come soon enough.
They eventually find a way. It's Megan Mealy. Puts in a good serve. Out wide. Block is there from Bencherud. Still so agile. Heinen hooks it over, and the kill for Olivia Heinen.
Talk about little baby steps there.
Gotta play till the whistle.
Let's
that
watch
one comes
this.
over just barely. Wow.
The pancake, we've seen that often from the Spartans. Heinen, the unorthodox setter dump, if you will.
Let's call
who
it
gets
that.
the kill on that one?
Oh, and the response from Haley Rowe, swinging left side.
As Michaela Mcbain comes in for Mealy in the back row, the Cougars have doubled up the Spartans. 14 serving 7. Maddie Marshall with the serve.
Gamache, and she is handcuffed by that serve. The Cougars with a 15-7 lead. Maddie Marshall, all smiles.
Well, that first set of this match was the first set that the Cougars have lost all tournament. I think they took that to heart.
Heinen dropping it off for Bencherud. That dances around on the tape.
They didn't like the way it felt.
Heinen out wide. Purdy helps it over, and they say it hit the hardwood. Not much of a protest from the Cougars side. Heppel will check back in. Gamache to the bench.
Yeah, let's see if Heppel can come in and spark a little bit more offense on this Spartan side before the technical timeout.
Or slow down the offense as well.
That's important as well.
Bencherud puts in a good serve. Overpass, and the Spartans will control. Mcbain to the outside. Purdy is denied. O'Doom will try Purdy once again. She elects to merely play it over. Nicole Bourget off the block. And the Cougars have a 16-8 lead at the technical timeout. The best in men's basketball action takes to the hardwood next weekend in the Youth Sports Men's Basketball Final 8 presented by the Westin in Edmonton. with upsets abound in the conference playoffs. Who will capture the WP McGee Trophy? Find out next weekend. The U Sports Final 8 Men's Basketball Championship on cbcsports.ca. It's also available on the CBC Gem mobile app. And let's take a look at the brackets here for the Final 8. This is the matchup we were talking about earlier, right? Vikes and Carleton, or the Vikes and Carleton, I should say.
Yeah, that's just a monstrous matchup.
Yeah, and the 1 seed goes to the Brock Badgers. And right now we're standing by with Cami Kepke, who's got more for us.
Well, we have a lot of powerful alumni in the audience today. A former Trinity Western Spartan, a prestigious Therese Quigley Award winner, Rhonda Schmulin. Rhonda, through your time watching the Spartans, what sets this team apart?
I think one of the things that sets this team apart is their ability to play for one another and just the strength and power that they have. You can tell that they've spent a lot of time working on their fitness and being in the weight room. And they seem to really know their opponents really well and have the ability to know and position their block in a great spot, really excellent defense, and then find ways to chisel around the Mount Royal block right now.
And transitioning from a player to a physiotherapist to a coach, what impact did life as a university student athlete have on your life?
Being a student athlete was such a joy. It's such an amazing time of life, and I'm glad that these women are getting the chance to experience this. And it just gives you so many tools for life in terms of understanding like hard work, commitment, discipline, and being able to chase after things that you want, pursuing your dreams, and being able to hunt those down and be able to do some amazing things in life.
And we haven't seen enough elite female volleyball coaches in past years. We're starting to see that number tick up. Half of the coaches in this tournament are women. Are you starting to see that shift?
Yeah, it's an incredible shift that's been happening, and I'm so excited to see that the women that went before us, so amazing women like Lori Eisler, Melanie Stanford at U of R, that those women, even Carol Hofer in her early years, having those women go before us and kind of start to mentor women at my age who are now coaching and being able to just start to pass that torch on. And they say it all the time that if you can see it, you can be it, and I think we're really starting to see that happen. It's very exciting.
And finally, what are you making of this crowd at the Jack Simpson today?
The crowd is awesome. The energy here is just fantastic. I think it's going to help Mount Royal out quite a bit, and hopefully the Trinity fans will start to be a little noisier as well. But yeah, the crowd is going to be definitely an exciting part of this game.
Well, I'll let you get back to cheering. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cami, for that interview with Rhonda Schmulin. And she mentioned Carol Hofer as well. Carol originally was slated to be the head coach of this women's team, but decided she wanted to stay home with her kids, and eventually Ryan took over in 2006, I believe it was, and here he is, and here he is as the, one of the best coaches in the Canada West.
Absolutely.
Keppel converts on that attempt. She's got 6.
A few points ago, we saw that incredible dig. Was it Haley Rowe in the back row, putting up just the gator in front of her face to protect
her nose.
Protect her nose from that hit. Comes back over and gets them the point. So it's all Cougars right now.
Gamache digs it out. Heinen drops it off for Ansa Odum, but she'll miss. A little too much gas.
Seeing a bit of a mirror image of the first set in reverse.
Cassie Hordall will check in. Cougars with a comfortable 9-point lead. They'll send Hordall back to the line. And off she goes quickly as that one is into the net. Benterud back in.
Well, this set is the Spartans' turn to make a few hitting errors. They've got 7 in set number 2. The Cougars with only 1.
And Plemonova lets it fly past her. Another service error. And the Spartans in trouble here in the second set. Dolly Thokboom. Spartans had trouble with this rotation earlier in set number 2. Heinen backing up. Again, going to Bencherud. Nice save by Haley Rowe. Maddie Marshall. That one is just out. Oh, man. The Spartans protesting that call. Bencherud can't believe it.
Yeah, I think they thought that it hit Maddie Marshall before it touched the ground, but I think it may have bounced up onto her after it hit the ground.
Back to a 10-point lead for MRU, the 7th seed. Neely, overpass. She digs it out. O'Doom going cross court for Megan Mealy. They'll concede the possession. Center dump. Mealy puts it up. And that joust is won by MRU.
Yeah, that was a pretty uncharacteristic error, I would say, from Savannah Purdy on that one. Putting it a little too tight to the net instead of just straight up. We might be seeing some jitters from the Spartans.
So as we've said many times in this tournament, when a set is out of reach, as this one is, these points don't serve to actually win the set. You're just trying to build some momentum to bring into the next one.
Absolutely.
Megan Mealy, that gets through the defense. We'll see if that gets her going. 4 kills for Megan Mealy.
Yeah, she really hasn't had a chance to heat up yet.
O'Doom ready to go. Cougars needing just 2 points to even up the ball game. Cleanup needed as Liv Heinen takes care of the mess on the overpass. O'Doom, her brother Kojo playing for the Western Mustangs football team out in the OUA. A standout there, Rookie of the Year. O'Doom misses a serve and the Cougars have set point. 10-point lead. And who else but Quinn Pellin looking to close out the second. Tough serve to O'Doom, deep. Mealy is denied. Faye Murray closes out the second as the Cougars take it 25-14. You are watching U Sports National Championship here on CBC Sports.
The nominees for the U Sports Women's Volleyball Rookie of the Year Award are, en nomination pour le prix de la recrue de l'année 2022 en volleyball féminin, du sport universitaire de l'Atlantique, from the AUS, Melissa Hatfield, Memorial University of Newfoundland. Du réseau du sport étudiant du Québec, from the RSCQ, Gabrielle Fortin, Université de Montréal. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario, from the OUA, Julia Merman, University of Toronto. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne, from the Canada West Conference, Madeline Hentinga, University of British Columbia, Okanagan. La lauréate du prix de la recrue de l'année en volleyball féminin U-Sport est, the winner of the 2022 U-Sports Rookie of the Year in women's volleyball is, Julia Merman, University of Toronto. Cette manche vous est présentée par. This set is brought to you by Mikasa, le ballon officiel de U-Sport, the official game ball of U-Sports.
Well, the Cougars tie it up with a 25-14 victory in set 2, thanks largely to the play of all-star captain Quinn Pelland. We're here with her dad, Dave, her sister, Taylor. Well, Dave, you've had 2 girls go through the Cougars program. What does it mean to you to see this school grow to a spot where they're playing for gold in their first national appearance?
Well, I think on both sides. I mean, there's so many tremendous athletes, and you just see it in both Taylor and Quinn as sisters. They just worked off each other, no different than, again, both sides. They work off each other, and the passion that they all share, it's just easy to get, it's infectious. So it's easy to fall in love with this game.
And Quinn is known for her aggressive play. Was she always this competitive? Can you tell us any stories from when she was growing up and you started to see that attitude?
Oh, yeah, I can. Taylor was older by 3 years, and she would hit the ball a little harder at Quinn, probably more though than her friends. So she had to, and it was all in good fun, and they both, like I say, worked off each other. It was a lot of fun to watch them grow up.
And fans watching the broadcast might have noticed some interesting so can you kind of tell us the story behind this beauty?
Yeah, so they all have some questionable photos that could come from the photographers. So yeah, we decided that it'd be just best to cut them out and blow them up. It's hilarious, yeah, so.
Well, by the end of the day, will we see a medal hanging around one of these cutouts?
Yes, absolutely we will, for sure.
And finally, just what have you seen from the crowd today? Is this actually changing the tide for the Cougars at all? Has the crowd had much of an impact on the game with Oshevsky out of the lineup?
Well, again, they're such a tight group, and the crowd just brings them all up. They both love to play on this side. The crowd is really motivating us for sure. It's good.
And Taylor, as a player, does a crowd have that much of an impact on a game?
Absolutely, yes, it does, for sure. It just brings so much energy to the court, and yeah, it's important for sure. Yeah.
Thank you both so much. Keep cheering.
Thank you, Cammie, for that. Absolutely, the crowd playing a major factor in this game. Like Kate had said earlier, just mirror images between these two teams. Each team with a 25-14 set victory, and we are knotted up at 1 apiece here in this pivotal third set.
Pretty much a complete reversal of all things statistically speaking. 5 blocks to 0 for the Cougars, 1 service ace to 0. 9 attack errors for the Spartans, only 1 for the Cougars.
Oh, there's that redirect from Heppel, cleaning up the mess on the overpass after a tough serve put in by Savannah Purdy.
Yeah, and I think that once you have those 2 mirror image sets out of the way, the 1 and 2, this to me is when the game starts.
We're back in high school, folks. It's a best of 3.
Spartans controlling with a 4-1 lead. Heinen dropping it off for O'Doom, trying to wipe it off the block. And the Cougars are saying, nah, no touch there.
Plemonova calmly watches it go, watching the sideline like a hawk.
Nicole Bourget to serve. Her team down 2 here in the third. Heinen in the middle for O'Doom. Heppel on her backside. They go again to O'Doom. She's denied. Oh, I guess the ball falls on the Cougars side. Hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, it just slips in front of Quinn Pelland there.
So 2 high middle sets in a row.
There we go, that net cam, yeah.
You'd love to see a setter go back to an option that doesn't succeed the first time, but you almost never see it on a run like that.
Heppel puts one into the net.
Yeah, and especially on that one where Heinen is running a pretty high set there for O'Doom. It's definitely not, you're not going for a sneak attack when the ball is going that high. You're going for pure power.
Absolutely, just give it to her
Triple
again.
block in front of her. She found a way.
Doc Boom to the right side. Bencherud somehow gets a hand under it. Play on, Pelland looking for the setter dump. And the Cougars will come up with the point as QP once again wreaking havoc on the defense.
I would have been surprised if she hadn't dumped that. I think she and every other Cougar on the floor thought that touched the ground. She said, I'm going to finish this right now.
Great pickup from Bencherud, though. Got a full clean hand under that one. You can see you can always tell when there's that pop.
Strong serve to Purdy on the other side. In the middle for Bencherud. Oh, there's a gorgeous pickup from Haley Rowe. Megan Mealy. And the help over from Quinn Pellin. Who else?
A bit of a reactionary move. She wasn't sure. I think she just wanted to get it away from her.
Dolly Thokboom playing in 6 back. Again, a rare position for a middle to play defense in. She comes up with the rally-saving dig.
QP finishes it off with her 3rd kill, hooking one to the corner pocket. Thokboom for Purdy on the other side. Dropping it off for O'Doom. That bounces on the net. They say Marshall touched it. Mealy bombs away.
Ooh, the crowd's not happy after that one.
Shane Smith having a conversation with the down official, Andrew Cameron.
Looking like it might have caught the hands of Maddie Marshall there.
So much action on the net there. Dora Colodi in to serve now for the Trinity Western Spartans. Clinging to a 1-point lead, but you know this is going to be a good one here in the gold medal final. Tough serve over to Klemenova. Spartans set up the offense. Megan Mealy. Oh, the pickup from Klemenova. Haley Rowe, she can't get it past Gamache. Another save from Purdy this time. Gamache all over it. Mealy running out of room. She plays it to an open side. Free ball going over to the Cougars. Pellin loads up the offense. Haley Rowe off the tape. She can't get it to go. Lodi in the middle. Purdy with the tip. The cover from Pellin. Marshall, she comes with the tip as well. Plouffe helping it over. Pellin trying to redirect to no avail. Nice cover from Plouffe. Mealy having to come up quickly. And Bourget steps on the line. Oh, what a tough break. What
Tricky.
A rally.
What a rally. Bourget, I think Bourget almost wanted to stay down on that.
I think she knew it, absolutely.
Yeah, she knew it.
We've seen
so hard to make that adjustment, though.
Sorry about that, Kate.
Oh.
We've seen all weekend the refs almost deliberately swallow their whistles. They want to let the girls just play it out. The crowd definitely upset about that, but remember, it's going both ways.
Plemonova just praying that one was going out. And she guessed right. Got to factor in the thin air here in Calgary. And that one sailed long.
How many people got breathing in this gym? The airflow?
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into the science of the serve. QP deals down the middle to Purdy. Lodi in the middle for Bencherud. Nice save from Klemenova. Bencherud unleashing chaos on the other side.
Well, great effort from Pellin. I can't believe she even got a contact on that one. Brings it back, but not over the net.
Yeah, a little bit of sacrifice there.
It's the national final. These teams are leaving everything on the floor.
No game tomorrow.
Megan Mealy. That tickles the tape and over. Marshall gets to it in time. Haley Rowe is sent back. Marshall, quick reaction there to keep it alive. Lodi, tight. Nice cut shot there. Oh, that's sweeter than a Purdy's gift basket. Savannah Purdy comes through with a clutch kill, and that forces Shane Smith to call his first of 2 timeouts here in the third. Spartans with a 3-point lead, and they're looking much better here in this third set.
Savannah Purdy leading the Spartans in kills over the regular season by quite a bit, 161 as the #1 offensive option. Just about 2.9 kills per set.
7 kills for Maddie Marshall on the other side to lead her team, and they're going to need more. Again, the Cougars doing all of this without a big offensive source in Jessica Oshevsky, the native of Rocky Mountain House, Alberta. She went down with a lower leg injury. She came to the gymnasium today with an air cast and crutches, so not dressed for tonight's game. Just devastating for the Cougars as Mealy puts in a good serve coming out of the timeout. No save there on the Spartan side. Haley Rowe connects.
The quick run to the outside proving to be very effective for the Cougars once again.
Haley Rowe continuing her strong play. Her teammate Marshall. That one's off the tape. And that one rolls right into the pot. No one going for it that time.
Just so many Cougars on their heels waiting for that thunder.
Spartans restore their 3-point lead. Michaela Mcbain. Down the middle for Marshall. Pellin dropping it off, a gorgeous reverse. Mcbain up top for Plouffe, and that eats up Maddie Marshall in the back row.
Yeah, Plouffe had such a high contact on that ball, went almost over the block.
And
let's take another look here.
Might well have been going out. Marshall looking like she regrets that contact.
Sometimes when it's coming straight at your face, the easiest thing to do is put hands up.
But fight or flight, it's instinctual stuff.
Pellin, back set for Rowe. She goes off the block. Faye Murray in to serve for the Cougars, down by 3. Finds Purdy on the other side. Kaylee Plouffe. Big swing, Cougars control. Bourget rolling one over, nice cover from Comlodi. Purdy on the other side, the roll shot. Helen gets to it in time. Spartans looking for a call, won't get it. Purdy can't put it away. Bourget off the tape, still in play for Gamache and the Spartans. And Purdy will miss. Trying to go high off hands. Oh, they'll get it to her.
Yeah.
There wasn't much, but enough for Samara Savor to make the call as the op referee for today's game. Liv Heinen will check back in.
If you're swinging high, hard, and deep, the hands of Dolly Thakboom are up so high, it's going to take a lot of air to miss that one.
Pellin dropping it off in the middle for tick, tick, Thakboom.
My goodness. 2 inches of seam and she found them.
An explosive swing for Dolly Thakboom. That serve is out. Another hope and a prayer. This time it works in favor of the Spartans. Mcbain will check out.
I do like the aggression from Haley Rowe. At this level, an easy serve is as good as a side out. Got to keep the pressure on them.
Pellin racing over. Thakboom can't get all of it. Gamache clearing the other side for Mealy. She goes off the block.
Megan Mealy heating up.
That's exactly what we were looking for as well. Spartans and Cougars trading blows. Each team winning 1 set. Spartans control here in the third, 14-9. Pellin looking around for options. Gamache keeps it alive. Backdoor for O'Doom, and the boom from O'Doom.
Pellin is running Thakboom at almost every opportunity. The Spartans are starting to key in on it. If they can't get a double block, it's a triple block in the middle, and the defense is ready behind them to clean it up.
Sarah McKillican in for the Cougars. She replaces Haley Rowe.
So McKillican's going to set. Quinn Pellin swinging left side.
Looking for more offense from Pellin, trying to get that corner pocket, and the Spartans cover that nicely. Oh, the kill there from Megan Mealy. Yeah. And the Spartans have a 16-9 lead here at the technical timeout. Canada's top women's basketball players head to Kingston, Ontario for the U Sports Final 8 Championship. Can the Saskatchewan Huskies defend their title, or will there be a new champion? Find out next weekend. The U Sports Final 8 Women's Basketball Championship on cbcsports.ca, and it's also available on the mobile app CBC Gem. Let's take a look at the bracket as well for the Women's Final 8.
Oh, I think this is the men's.
We have the men's, yeah. But I guess we're going to look at that again as the Golden Bears.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go. We have the switch. Perfect. And the Saskatchewan Huskies looking to defend their title in as the second seed against the Queens Gales. Top seed, the Ryerson Rams, looking for a national championship. All right, let's send it down to Cami Kepke, who's got more for us.
Well, from Winnipeg in the men's national championship, Jordan Canham had 17 kills, 3 digs, and 3 aces as the Alberta Golden Bears beat the Trinity Western Spartans 3-1. With the golden victory, Alberta now has 9 Tantramar trophies to their name. And with taking home silver, the Spartans have medaled in 6 straight U Sports Championship tournaments. Canham is the championship MVP. And that'll go along nicely to match the Alberta Pandas bronze medal that they earned earlier this afternoon. Jeremy?
Thank you, Cami. And Canham went off in that 4th and final set for the Golden Bears. So the Spartans, they probably got word, the Lady Spartans did, and they're looking to add a national championship as their boys settle for silver. Ansa O'Doom rolls one over nicely, and the Spartans up 18-9.
Well, Ansa O'Doom, standing 5'10", absolutely leaps whenever she goes up to hit that ball and tipping it right over the block of Pellin.
Shane Smith calling his second and final timeout here in the 3rd set. Absolutely unbelievable stuff here. Of course, we talked about Ryan Hofer taking over in 2006. He's entering his 17th season, and he is the 2022 Canada West Coach of the Year. Previously, he also won that award along with the U Sports Coach of the Year in 2010-2011. Both benches trying to catch a breather. This is emotionally exhausting. We talked about it a lot at the top of the show as well, but again, you're just trying to keep focused. You know what you can do, and you just got to execute.
A weekend like this can be, you said it, emotionally taxing, especially in what might as well be a home gym for the Mount Royal Cougars.
Yeah, and just trying to block out that noise as well. That can be exhausting as well. Purdy serving. Helen in the middle for Thakboom. Nice save from Emma Gamache. But the ball denial there from the Cougars.
One too many. Sorry, one too many on the Trinity side.
Very close, couple of kick saves. One too many.
It all starts with that block defense. The Cougars will need more of that, as it'll be Nicole Bourget to serve here for MRU. Gamache receives. Avery Heppel swinging from the right side.
Her first swing in a while. That's going to be her 7th kill of the game.
Oh, gorgeous setup there by Liv Heinen.
Excuse me, 8 kills for number 12.
Let's make it 8. Let's not discount her. Pellin for Marshall. The block is there. Oh man, O'Doom falling backwards, still comes up with the block. That shows you the strength.
The strength, the power, and she's locked in. Pellin set it outside. Marshall was trying to play catch up. Her body squarely facing the net. No room to go, and O'Doom shuts the door.
Love that play from O'Doom. Thakboom, nice up from Heppel. Keeps it alive momentarily. Cougars on the attack. A dig from Purdy. O'Doom! Oh, that's a backbreaker.
And right now, Cougars just with no answer to this Spartans offense.
We talked about how many weapons they had. Everyone swinging hard. Megan Mealy, Ansa O'Doom, even Avery Heppel and Bentrud getting in on the action tonight. Center dump, and Heppel again coming up with a key dig. That stays alive, not for long, as the Cougars come away with another defensive point.
Couldn't have happened at a better time. Although a few points ago might have been a little bit better, but the defense from the Spartans on Dolly Thokboom, she's been getting so much volume. They're trying to use her as much as possible, but they're just bringing them up and putting them back over.
Spartans still enjoying a 10-point lead here in the third. Heinen, give and go with Megan Mealy. She'll miss on the wipe attempt.
Very close, but that is the correct call. That was just out the sideline.
I think Mealy knew, giving a half-hearted sell job on the touch call, but Samara Savor saw right through it. Thokboom from the right side. That one is long. It was nosediving at the very end, just not in time. Anso Doom. Marshall accepts. Marshall can't put it down as Gamache is there. Pellin helps it over. Heinen loading up the offense once again. Mealy misses.
Great defensive effort there from the Cougars.
Pancake to a couple of one-handed saves.
Quinn Pellin going back to work. Not sure how many people know, but she actually has a black belt in karate.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I want her on my entourage. Megan Mealy tipping one over, cover from Pellin. Rowe gets one through, Mealy.
And Cougars on a bit of a roll here. Whether they're just building momentum or trying to close this gap, we will see.
9 kills for Haley Rowe to go along with 8 digs.
Hofer sees the 8-point gap. He's going to hold all his timeouts, going to let the girls figure it out.
Bencherud can't get through. Heinen looking around for options. Mealy, hook shot. Haley Rowe and the Rooster cocks one back and hammers it home.
Mealy getting frustrated now.
I can tell you there are fewer things more frustrating as a left side blocker than the ball going off your hands and out to the side time and time again.
So the Spartans with a 7-point lead. It was 10 at one point. What have you seen from this Cougars team that have allowed them to find success in these last handful of points?
Well, the strength of this big run the Spartans went on was defensively charged. They kept getting the ball back up, getting digs. So now the Cougars have been finally able to get more kills consistently. Haley Rowe especially has been leading the charge in that sense.
Do you want to see Pellin swinging more?
You know I do. I always want to see a setter take some swings. But if she's got to dish it, that's fine too.
Both teams will take the court once again. Cougars still have some work to do if they want to take this third set. But they're in tough again against the Spartans team, needing just 3 points to close out the third. Heinen out wide for Mealy, and she delivers this time.
Definitely a bounce back play for Mealy there. She's getting pretty frustrated.
She's got the team lead in kills with 10. That matches Haley Rowe on the other side. Mealy to the right side. It won't matter as she puts one into the net.
And that's 16 points on the board for the Cougars. And even though the Spartans have 2 points left to go in this set, the crowd is behind the Cougars in every sense. They're trying to build that momentum alongside their team.
Bourget coming back in. Marshall serving. Heinen racing over. Purdy. Heinen once again out wide for Purdy. That goes off Bourget and out. Spartans now knocking on the door here in the third. Set point.
Relentless attacking from the ladies in blue.
It'll be Michaela Mcbain looking to serve out the third set. Marshall receives. Back set for Rowe, and she pinballs that off of Purdy and out.
Haley Rowe, the kills leader for the Cougars. That's her 11th. She has been good as gold on the right side, especially working the block.
And with that kill, she's taken over the game high as well, away from Megan Mealy. Serve from Faye Murray. Still set point. And the Cougars stay alive for the moment. Back set, Heppel down, misses.
Cougars staying alive, but I'm not sure how long they can rely on Spartan errors to keep them in this match.
Like Brett said, you got to build towards the next set as well. Oh, they'll take that. Service ace for Faye Murray. 24-19. Murray back again. Heinen for Purdy. Cross court. Oh, that bounces in. Can you believe the angle on that one as Purdy closes out set number 3. The Spartans have the advantage. 25-19 here in the third. 4-set action on the other side here on CBC Sports. You're watching the 2022 U Sports National Championship for Women's Volleyball, brought to you by Mikasa.
Where exceptional student athletes are born. Where records are broken. Where great plays are made. Where school colors ignite passion. Where champions prevail. Where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire. Le cheminement de la réussite. Of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais. Quand toutes les chances sont contre toi. When you can't push one more second. Chase the glory. Visez haut.
Cette manche vous est présentée par. This set is brought to you by Mikasa, le ballon officiel de U-Sport, the official game ball of U-Sports.
Well, Mount Royal Cougars libero Natalya Clemenova doing double duty, trying to keep her focus on the game at hand, while also keeping her family in her thoughts as they are in Severodonetsk, Ukraine, where she grew up. Her mother was on the Soviet volleyball team. Natalya grew up building sandcastles, watching her parents play beach. She was recruited and asked to train with the Ukrainian national team. She would have arrived in her homeland in April before the war broke out. Her family is still there, trying their best to keep in touch with her. They say they found these surreal pockets of normalcy where they're able to get in touch with each other, and they want to talk about Natalya's volleyball. You can see she's wearing the colors of her country in her hair. She's done her best on social media to share the best of her culture in Ukraine, and we're certainly thinking of Natalya's family today as the Cougars try to force one more set. Jeremy?
Thank you, Cami. Good work as always. Natty, one of the most emotional leaders on this Cougars squad. We've certainly enjoyed having her here in the Canada West, and it was amazing to think she wasn't even considering to come over to play here in Canada. but another friend of hers played for TRU, Yulia Pankomenko, convinced her to come over, and here she is finishing her collegiate career. As that one goes on the wrong side of the antenna, Cougars pick up the opening point. But just another way to cap off her collegiate career. A day before her birthday this year, she got a call from the Ukrainian national team asking her for a tryout. So the talks are beginning. We'll see if she can make that national team, but that's got to be exciting. Set 4 underway here at the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. Block from Avery Heppel. Liv Heinen in the vicinity as well.
And it's been a mixed bag for our first year outside Nicole Bourget. She's had some success. She's had her struggles as well this game, but she was thrust into this position unexpectedly. The number one thing I want her to do is just keep swinging away.
Heinen, cross court. Helen racing over, back set. Off the net, and O'Doom unable to play it. Cougars reclaim the lead. It'll be Haley Rowe back to serve. Spartans up 2-1 here in the gold medal final. Heppel doing all she can. O'Doom, she is sent back. Nice concentration by the Spartans to keep it alive here. Pellin in the middle for Dockboom. She is denied. Heppel with some big-time defense.
And Emma Gamache just almost looking stunned that she was in the exact right position there to pick up that dig. Just ricocheted right off her arms, exactly where it needed to go.
It is Savannah Purdy dropping in one deep to Marshall. Dockboom with the scoop shot. Nothing there. Mealy gets it over. Cougars control. Nice save from O'Doom. Heppel putting it up there for O'Doom, and she'll misfire.
Yeah, not a lot of control on that swing from O'Doom. She kind of took it while leaning back, falling through the air.
She was just coming up off the ground as well, trying to get around Heppel. Heavy traffic, a lot going on at that point.
Dockboom is experiencing a lot of blocking pressure coming from the other side. She's going to have to adapt to that and figure out how to score consistently.
O'Doom right up gut. Usually we'll see Heppel on the right side with O'Doom swinging from that middle spot, but here is Heppel to serve. Miscommunication there on the Cougar side, and Benterud will capitalize.
Yeah, Haley Rowe just putting hands up, trying to protect her face, just not getting that up high enough for any Cougar to get underneath as a second contact.
Take another look there. Right in no man's land for Haley Rowe. To the right side, taken by Marshall. Block once again, O'Doom right up there. Spartans in the middle for Benterud. Heinen won't come up with the pancake.
Nice read and help blocking from Quinn Pellin. I feel like that's a setter-to-setter respect decision. She's expecting the quick run in the middle, knowing Benterud's got a hot hand, helps out right away and gets the stuff.
Dockboom to the right side. That one is just out. And the call made close to the Spartans bench. I'm sure they're helping out on that call as well.
Absolutely. That was one thing that when I was coaching, I would always push on my team is you're still involved in the game. You should be calling every ball out. You should be doing everything you can to make those kinds of decisions easier for the guys on the court.
You see the Ukrainian national colors on the hair of Natalya Clemenova, the native of Severodonetsk in the Ukraine. She awaits the serve. That one, she'll let it fly long from Dora Komlodi. So a bit of a tighter set here in 4, as neither team giving an inch. Quinn Pellin looking for some room. Benterud gets it through the defense, and Michaela Money from the middle.
And that's a couple times in a row now. She's swung just past the blocker, who's just 1 second or maybe a half second late as she jumps up to contest that middle attack.
Quick strike. Murray looking for a touch, will not get it. Did you guys see anything there?
I thought there was, but I think I only thought there was because I saw the call from the lines ref.
That's right. What came first, the call or the thought that there was a call?
So they do change the call, indeed. Hofer not impressed.
Kaylee Plouffe, Michaela Mcbain back in here for the Spartans.
Marshall, deep serve to Gamache. Spartans are out of system. Plemonova, and the block defense there from the Spartans. Through the block, but they get Trinity Western on the net. Michaela Bentrud. The call coming from the second referee, Andrew Cameron.
Bourget and Rowe staying aggressive, forcing the block to press, and being rewarded with a block touch on the net.
Ever so slightly. Might have been Purdy with the left hand as well. Kaplodi to the outside for Purdy. Oh, that's a terrific play. They whistle it down. They say it hit the hardwood.
Yeah, no real complaint there from Maddie Marshall. It wasn't even really a pancake. It was more of a whether or not she got her fist under it.
10 kills now for Savannah Purdy. Bentrud to serve. Deep serve over to Marshall. Back set for Rowe. The denial coming from the Savage. Savannah Purdy with some airtight defense.
And that's a quick run too, out to the right side. Well done by Purdy to get her arms around that thing. And it catches a piece of Rowe on its way out.
And we talked about this at the start of the game, talking about how the Martlets had felt as though one of the biggest issues with the Spartans for them was how fast they were running their offense. But I think really what it is how fast Trinity's setting up their block defense. You have to run an offense so fast just to get ahead of them.
Nice save from Kamlodi. Mcbain to the other side, tight at the net. No one's gonna get there as the Cougars respond with some great defense of their own.
Well, the first 3 sets were blowouts in whichever direction you choose, but this one, absolutely neck and neck. These teams recognizing how important these late stages of the game are.
Kamlodi flips it back. Kaylee Plouffe comes through in the clutch. And the Plouffe calls are coming out. So will Kaylee and Dora. Heinen back in to serve. Spartans up by 1. That tickles the tape and over. Pellin tight at the net. And they get the Cougars this time. Might have been Dolly.
Not sure who it was, but that puts the Spartans up 2 points. One of the biggest leads this set.
Absolutely, it's been so close here in this gold medal final. Liv Heinen deals down the middle to Marshall. Thokboom, she can't convert. An outstanding dig from Emma Gamache. Back set, block, not there for Purdy as Haley Rowe trying to get her team fired up.
And that's a smarter shot from Haley. Not wanting to get blocked twice in a row. Goes farther outside.
And the margin for error on a shot like that is so slim, but she just towing it perfectly.
Heppel responds with an absolute bullet up the middle. Spartans hold a 2-point lead with Savannah Purdy back to serve. Pellin looking for the setter dump, not there. Heinen reading it like a textbook, but O'Doom will miss.
That's a testament to how high O'Doom can get, that she's swinging up and over the hands of Stockboom, but that is well out.
Bourget finds Gamache on the other side. Megan Mealy, that one's deep to Bourget. Stockboom just getting to it. Purdy shoots one under the net. Stockboom with 5.
Doing all the right things, but just not quite enough momentum on that ball to stay high.
And a nice push back there from the Cougars. They have tied up this ball game. Taking it up high was Megan Mealy. Give and go with Megan. She is sent back. Quinn Pellin shuts the door.
She's pumped. Lots of service pressure coming from Nicole Bourget, putting the serve receive in a ton of trouble and forcing plays like this.
Great job by Pellin to keep those arms flexed inward so the ball goes back into the area of play on the Spartans side. Cougars now have the lead by 1. Happel, that's a thunderous swing from number 12. Cassie Hordall now into the game for the Cougars. Bourget will come out. In a tie game, Klemenova fields the serve. Nice cover from Purdy in the back row, one of the best in the business. Cross court from Marshall, and she gets it through the block.
And there's a 1-point Cougars lead as the out-of-system offense is proving a very deadly weapon for them. This time it wasn't Plemonova taking the second contact. That was Haley Rowe.
Dolly Thockboom. Right side for Mealy, that's an overpass. Cougars, can they build the lead? They'll have to wait. Bencherud, once again, looking for more. Got it! Dolly Thockboom.
I don't think I've seen Cougars run that play once this year. Dolly Thockboom out of the pipe.
Shane Smith is pulling plays from the last page of his playbook.
Yeah, just let's see if this works.
Thockboom and the Cougars up by 2. Deep serve, another overpass. Spartans scrambling around, they get called out the net.
Seeing some rare discipline errors on the Trinity Western side.
No one's immune to those jitters.
And as the timeout is being taken by Ryan Hofer and the Spartans, could be a mix of jitters, exhaustion, mental fatigue, all of it. Physical fatigue as well.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on.
3 days of intense emotions.
We talked about it. This is where you have to dig deep.
This is. In a game like this, especially if we get to a 5th set, knock on wood, Cougars fans, that is pure adrenaline, start to finish. You leave it all out there because you got nothing left in the tank.
I once played in a tournament where on the contender side, so if it was double elimination, if you got knocked out, you, instead of a 3rd set being to 15, it was just a 5. Anything can happen in 5
points.
5 points.
Wow.
First to 5. Yeah. They weren't messing around with anybody's time. It was, hey, you're in or you're out. But like 5 points, one person can go on a serve run for 5 points.
Cougars with a 3-point lead coming out of that timeout. Trying to ice Dolly Thockboom and the Cougars, who have been red hot. in these last handful of points. Megan Mealy can't get it to go. Bencherud hammering away. Cougars on their heels, but still in business defensively. Bencherud, and she finds some room.
Cougars doing all the right things on that one. But the Spartan side out and the Spartan free ball just too effective.
Ansa O'Doom trying to will her team back in a 2-point deficit. She has the serve. Block is there. Cougars reload the offense. And they get it to go. Who else? Maddie Marshall. She comes through with another kill. And the Cougars have a 16-13 lead at the technical timeout. We'll head downstairs once again and check in with Cami Kepke, who's standing by with Dick White.
Well, all the way from Regina, we have U Sports interim CEO Dick White. So, Dick, can you kind of take us through the process and the challenges of making sure that our university national championships can be played despite the pandemic?
Well, we really had great cooperation across the country, and especially with our hosts, to move all our championships in the winter into our last 2 weeks of March and into early April. It gave us the opportunity to have a full conference schedule and playoffs, and also have national championships. So I can't say enough about what our hosts and what our conferences across the country did to make that happen.
And one of U Sports' newer programs is the Female Apprenticeship Coaching Program. We have 2 members of that program taking part in national championships this weekend, with Alicia Perrin at Trinity Western and Sarah Chase with UFC. What impact has that program had so far?
Well, it gives the opportunity for young women to develop as coaches and develop the skills and the experience to become our next group of head coaches. So we're very, very proud of that program, and we believe it's a really important process for us.
And you got to address these elite volleyball student athletes on Thursday night. What was your message to them?
Well, my message was really, let's appreciate how amazing university sport is, and if there's one thing that's come out of a 2-year hiatus in the pandemic isn't it amazing what's happening on the floor and the ice and the fields that across Canada when we have national championships, and we really need to appreciate how good it is and what a wonderful opportunity for our young men and women.
And how good is it? The crowd goes off again. Dick, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the game.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cami, for that. Haley Rowe and Megan Mealy trading bombs here on the court. Still a 3-point lead here for the Cougars.
It's a great pickup by Ansa O'Doom, the pancake, keeping that ball alive there, and even setting it up into an actual swing.
Heinen going out wide for Purdy. No one's getting to that one. Spartans again trying to claw back here. Starts with some terrific offense from Savannah Purdy. Helen, the denial from Avery Heppel. Purdy in there as well.
Yeah, 2 All-Canadians going up for a wall.
Oh, that was huge.
6'2" Purdy, 6'4" Heppel. You won't find much of a bigger block across the entire country.
So the Spartans are down by 1. How have they been able to mount this comeback here?
Well, I'm not really sure if there's a great way to quantify it. Both teams are playing lights out volleyball. It's just a bounce here, a bounce there. They're getting some great kills when they need to.
They're still able to get some offense when they need it, and again, that defense showing up timely, if you will.
Absolutely. Blocking's a big part of this game.
It kind of just seems like mini swings, too. It's not like there's no momentous comebacks that are coming. It's just these 2 to 3 point adjustments here and there. So it's how teams are just managing to keep their head cool, stay in this match, not let anything get away from them.
Yeah, as close as this fourth set has been, either team would be lucky to have a lead, and the Cougars trying to hold on to this 1-point lead as much as they can.
Michaela Bencherud will serve coming out of the timeout. Spartans feeding off that big block out of the timeout. And there is the response from Bourget and the Cougars.
Bourget doing such a great job coming in after not playing much throughout the playoffs.
Faye Murray with a 2-point lead. Heinen looking out wide for Purdy, the speed of that offense.
Cougars all over the floor.
Yeah, good effort by the Cougars, but the Spartans too much on that point.
A lot of success down the line for Savannah Purdy, whether it goes off the arms or makes it past the block.
Good serve put in by Liv Heinen. Block is there, nice cover from Bourget. Ansa O'Doom. She makes sure that stays on the Cougars' side.
You know, Ansa's been hitting the weight room.
Yep. Still super impressed with that block she had where she was falling away from the shot as well. Some unbelievable volleyball we're watching here this weekend. Ryan Hofer's got to be impressed. Back set. Rowe can't get it to go. Heinen leaving it there for Purdy. Oh, that's a cross-court bomb.
What a shot. 3 quick points. From 16 to 18, now up 1.
And the tables have turned as the Spartans grab the lead. Shane Smith wants to talk it over. You mentioned it briefly in that previous timeout, Brent, just how their offense is still there. They're getting the points and they're needing a score. They got it.
Yeah, both teams are siding out very consistently. Siding out as well as getting kills out of system as well. Transition offense is huge.
Every point has been scrappy and gritty, if you will. Both teams are digging in deep here, and it's been just a pleasure to watch. Like you talk about it's been mini runs here in sets 3 and 4. 1 and 2, we saw the big runs there. Both teams were trying to feel each other out, and 3 and 4, they have settled in nicely.
Yeah, I think it's very similar to what Christine Biggs, head coach of the Dinos, was saying earlier this weekend, where sometimes your best volleyball is not your best volleyball. It's when you're battling. It's when every point is a grind. It's when you have to find ways to win, find ways to get the ball on the floor.
We're watching it right now, but before our very eyes as Klemenova shanks a pass. It's a free ball going over to the Spartans. Heppel is sent back. Dolly Thorkboom.
Cougars players hitting the floor in awe at that block.
I think Heppel has only been blocked twice this entire weekend, and they have both come in this match.
Okay. Dolly has come to play. Tie game as we head towards the stretch run of set number 4. Heinen racing over. O'Doom goes off the block.
Quinn Pellin looking around. She didn't know where the ball went.
7 kills now for Ansa O'Doom. And the Spartans will send their best server to the line. Purdy tops in the entire country all season with 40 service aces. Heinen deep to Mealy, and she terminates.
Wow, so strong, so confident from Mealy. Going off the hand of Quinn Pellin and out the back. Absolutely no doubt on that swing.
And as soon as Megan Mealy has had one block or clean looks, she is in full Terminator mode.
Purdy once again drops in a good serve to Marshall. Thorkboom is sent back. Avery Heppel with some suffocating defense.
The Spartans are really keying in on Thorkboom. 3 points up now. Starting to see who the number 1 option is.
6-1 run here for the Spartans.
22-19. Do the Cougars have more fight in them left? On their heels, it's Ansa O'Doom. She comes through and seals the edge.
No timeouts remaining for Shane Smith and the Cougars coaching staff. The Cougars are in tough here. It's the national final, and the Spartans are 2 points away from gold.
Pipe attempt from Maddie Marshall. That doesn't work out for the Cougars. Mealy is denied. Dolly Bills, y'all. Thokboom money with the defensive effort. A timely block for Thokboom and the Cougars. They still trail by 3. Bourget back to serve. Dropping in a rainbow serve. Heinen flips it back for Heppel, and she finds some hands on the way out. This will bring us to championship point.
This is it.
This is it. Avery Heppel in her final season, starting off as a walk-on with Ryan Hofer, looking to close out the match. That's a miss. It's Spartion and Langley. Trinity Western is coming home with the national title.
What a performance from both these teams. Upset in 2019, had to wait for 3 years for another shot at this trophy.
A spectacular match. Mount Royal Cougars proving their worth. First trip to the national tournament, and they get a silver medal to go with it.
After capturing bronze in the conference championship as well, they have to be happy with this performance. One of the hottest teams coming into this tournament, not dropping a set until this game. Let's send it downstairs as they have the Player of the Game announcement
we
awards.
Ask both teams as they are to line up. On their end lines, we have the Players of the Game presentations. Please come forward to receive your gift from Nike. The Mikasa Player of the Game presented by Nike team from the Mount Royal University Cougars, number 12, Haley Rowe. The Mikasa Player of the Game presented by Nike team from the Trinity Western University Spartans. We've got a trend, it's number 12, Avery Heppel! Congratulations to the 12s on the court and all of these players. What a game that was to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 U Sports Women's Volleyball Awards and Championship presentation. Today, we honor the RWQ Fair Play Award winner, the Tournament All-Star team, the Tournament MVP, as well as our silver and gold medalists. Please welcome Dick White, Interim CEO of U Sports, and Ben Matchett, Director of Athletics at the University of Calgary, to make these presentations. We begin with the RWQ Fair Play Award, the award given for demonstrating true sportsmanship and enthusiasm for the game. The winner of the RWQ Fair Play Award is outside hitter from the University of Calgary Dinos, Kenzie Vandering. Kenzie, come on down, my friend. Congratulations, Kenzie Vandering. And now we'll honor the 2022 U Sports Tournament All-Star Team and MVP. Each recipient will receive a gift from the Casa and Nike team. So when you're called, please come and join Ben and Dick here at the score table. At outside hitter from McGill Martlets, number 6, Victoria Iannotti.
Ailière des Martlettes de McGill, numéro 6, Victoria Iannotti.
At setter from the University of Alberta Pandas, number 12, Corey White. And outside hitter from Mount Royal University, number 12, Haley Rowe. At center from Mount Royal University, number 8, Quinn Palland. At outside from Trinity Western University, number 15, Savannah Purdy. Outside from Trinity Western, number 8, Ansa O'Doom. And the 2022 U Sports Tournament MVP at middle from the Trinity Western Spartans, number 12, Avery Heppel. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 U Sports Women Volleyball Tournament All-Star Team and MVP, Victoria Iannotti, Corey White, Haley Rowe, Quinn Palland, Savannah Purdy, Ansa O'Doom, and Avery Heppel. One more time for the 2022 Women's Volleyball Tournament U Sports All-Star Team. Now, we present the medals, beginning with the silver medalists, the Mount Royal University Cougars. Number 18, I believe that's Jessica Oshevsky. We've got the supporting team members, the rookies in the red shirts, Faye Murray. Cassandra Hordal, Madison Marshall, Ella Lawrence, Haley Rowe, Emma, Chloe Shum, Niadali Thakkum, Nicole Bourget, and Quinn Palland. And Natalya Clemenova. Congratulations to the 2022 U Sports silver medalists. And now the gold medals to be presented to the 2022 U Sports Women's Volleyball Champions, the Trinity Western University Spartans. Avery Heppel, Michaela Mcbain, Kaylee Plouffe, Kirsten Campman,
I missed the body catcher, slaughter gang soul snatcher.
Dora Comlodi,
this a fucking rapper, no capper, street nigga, not a rapper.
Emma Gamache,
turn into a booty clapper. Smith and Wesson, a 4L gang reppin'. We done baptized more niggas than a damn reverend.
supporting team.
In my gang, we do all the stepping. Who you checking? It's FN, shoot east or west end.
Annalise Thielema,
Yeah, I heard Poppy outside, and he got the double
Megan
R,
Mealy,
check the weather and it's getting real. I'll be outside. I'ma try this shit in
Tamar Bill,
type of nigga that can look me in the eyes. I despise when I
Michaela
see you better put
Mcbain,
that fucking pride to the side. Many times, plenty times, I survive. Beef is live.
Jaden
Spoiler alert,
Bonkiss,
this nigga dies.
Keep blickies, and you know the weed sticky. My finger itchy.
Olivia Heinen,
Your shooter's iffy. A street punk can never diss me. I come straight up out the six and win.
Ansa O'Doom,
And fuck with her and her. I hit up her, tell her do
Taryn Grandier,
Voodoo curse. Got him while I flew the Turks. Know the dogs had to hit him where we knew it hurt.
Jada Harder,
Yo.
Gang shit, that's all I'm on.
and Savannah Purdy.
Gang shit, that's all I'm on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pass it off to the coaches as well. I'm not going to attempt their names. The 2022 U Sports Women's Volleyball Champions.
Till his brains hang, and his mama sang, and the pastor sang, and the Buddha sang, and the chopper sang, and the choir sang.
I'm on everything.
That's Coach Ryan Hofer.
Tennis chain. US Open had it on us at the tennis game. Tell the coach don't take me out, I like to finish games. And my pen insane, and my men insane. There's like 80 of us now, that's a scary thing. Shit they doing on that other side, embarrassing. We in Paris with it, 100 carats with it. All this shit is for my son, cause he's inheriting it.
And finally, one more piece of big business to take care of. We invite the captains of the university from Trinity Western Spartans to come forward and please accept the championship banner and trophy. One more time, the 2022 U Sports Women's Volleyball Champions, Trinity Western University Spartans. thank you for your attendance at the U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship this weekend. It's been a blast. Please drive home safely and have a great night.
So for the first time since 2015, the Spartans capture their second national title. What a game it was. They took care of the Cougars in 4 sets. Both teams really played an outstanding match.
I really could not be happier for this team. They might have felt like, every team really felt like it was stolen away from them, the opportunity to play for this championship in 2020. In fact, they were here and they had to fly back. Well, finally we've come back. The teams were able to play the tournament. We got some great volleyball out of it, and congrats once again. Trinity Western has captured that tournament.
Yeah, and a huge shout out, of course, to the Mount Royal Cougars, who first appearance in a national championship. No doubt they will be back with only one of that starting line graduating this year.
That's huge.
That's going to be a dangerous situation.
Absolutely.
And yeah, great experience for all these players to come out and get this national opportunity that they didn't 2 years ago.
All right, let's go now to Cami Kepke, who's standing by with the national champions.
Well, we're here with Avery Heppel rocking that fresh piece of hardware. Avery, you think of the last 3 years, the upset loss, the time away. What does this medal and this moment mean to you?
Oh my gosh, this means so much. We've put, like, every team has put in a lot of hard work and dedication, but oh, this feels so good.
And as you get into those later points and the sets get tougher, is it more difficult mentally or physically to stay in it and stay ahead?
All of the above. It's definitely more difficult. They're putting out like a great offense, and the rallies are long, and you get tired, and mentally you get fatigued of like, oh, we're gonna do this, but how long is it gonna take? And I just think we stuck to our game plan really well and had a lot of confidence and dedication and just grit. And I'm really proud of my team.
How was your team able to handle this rowdy crowd that we had at the Jack Simpson?
Calgary definitely prepared us very well for this. And yeah, I think from that game we were able to learn a couple of things and move forward, and yeah, I think we handled it really well.
We saw some emotional moments with your team lineup, some emotional moments talking to Corey White, Quinn Pell, and others in those all-star line. What were those conversations like?
Oh, they were saying congratulations, and they are some of like just the awesomest humans that I know, and they're very sweet and very encouraging, and it's an honor to play against them.
Avery, thank you so much. Go celebrate.
Thank you, I will.
All right, let's talk about the game for a little bit here, as the Trinity Western Spartans were able to play some outstanding defense, holding the Cougars to just a 147 hitting percentage. Mind you, the Spartans didn't do much better, hitting at 228. Both teams just really making the opposition earn their points tonight.
Absolutely. You love to see that it be the way it plays out. You really got to earn it, especially here in the national championship. There were some performances from players we might not have expected. Ansa O'Doom, most notably for the Spartans, came up huge on offense and blocking as well.
You're right. The strength she put in the weight room, you can tell she put in that work, absolutely, come up with key blocks. What were some big takeaways from the game for you, Kate?
Oh, these are two of the best blocking teams in the country, and seeing them go toe-to-toe, I mean, just looking at the stats alone, 10 blocks from the 10 blocks from the Trinity side, 11 blocks from the Mount Royal Cougars side. That's something that only improved with the speed of the game, and as the game got further along, you started seeing teams try to make adjustments, but at the end of the day, it was whatever team in whatever set was blocking best that was the team that won those sets.
During the pregame, I had a chance to chat with Ryan Hofer and just asked him, what is key for getting through that third and final day? Is it the mental or the physical side? And he said absolutely it's the mental side. They have been working all season long, and we talked about the weight room, but also just, he said, we've had 3 years to mentally prepare and sow into these kids and get them mentally strong for the deep run into the playoffs, not just the conference playoffs, but also the national stage here. And yes, it is absolutely physically and mentally exhausting, but we're standing by once again with Cami Kepke, who's got more for us.
Yes, we are here with rock star Quinn Pellin, newly crowned silver medalist. Quinn, what do you have to say about your team's effort out there today, even though it wasn't the gold medal?
Yeah, honestly, we are so proud of ourselves. We have had program history today, and Trinity is an incredible team. They played fantastic. we couldn't have had a better opponent on the other side. And it was great volleyball, and we can go home really proud of how we played and how we banded together after an injury, and we're very proud of ourselves, and we're celebrating.
Was there a sense of your team doing this for Jessica Oshevsky today?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's so hard when one of your girls goes down, but Nicole came in, did her job, and honestly, like, this was a huge team effort. It doesn't matter who's on the court. Our whole bench, everyone is just as important as those of us on the court.
And those Cougar fans just about tore the roof off the place on every point. What did that bring to your team today?
We're just, like, so much. We're so fortunate to have such a great community. We love them so much, and they just make it that much better. And yeah, we're just so happy right now.
And Taylor was giving us the great tour of the Pellin cutouts this afternoon. Are we going to see a picture of the cutouts rocking this silver medal tonight?
I sure hope so.
Thank you so much, Quinn. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that was great. Quinn Pellin holding her head high, and so should the rest of the Cougars. They had a terrific effort in today's game, certainly making the Trinity Western Spartans earn every single point. And there were moments you thought absolutely we're going to a fifth set. You thought for sure they're going to push them to the limit. And even though it ended in 4, they still gave it their all.
They did. I was really struck by something Coach Ryan Hofer said to me before the game, where he said, in response to my question asking about the nerves you have before this game, he said every feeling they have, they experience, the jitters, the nerves, the confidence, feel it all. Don't shut any of it out, because this is such a rare opportunity. He never wants them to do anything but live in the moment, for the love of the game, for your opponents, the fans, your teammates, for everything. I really think every team gave it their all, especially the Spartans and the Cougars tonight. Couldn't be happier with how this game played out.
All right, let's send it back down to Cami Kepke.
Well, Jeremy, it's been an absolute treat covering the national championship this weekend. The emotions on the court are running high, and I don't think the Cougars feel like they're going home with the loss. The Trinity Western Spartans write another chapter in their already decorated history. I'd like to thank you guys for being on the broadcast as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a joy, and hearing all the stories you provided as well really provided that much more to the broadcast. It was just an excellent tournament and so many great games that we were able to cover. So thank you for all the work that you did as well.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yes, and that will wrap it up for us here at the Jack Simpson Gymnasium in Calgary, Alberta. For Brent Ingram, Kate Finley, Cami Kepke, and the rest of the crew, I'm Jeremy Lee, as we say so long from Calgary, Alberta. Thank you for watching the 2022 U Sports National Championship for Women's Volleyball, brought to you by Macassa. The Trinity Western Spartans are your 2022 U Sports National Champions here on CBC Sports.